What is film compression? Now, before we get started, I need to clarify that we're not talking about file compression, which is making huge files, like for example, raw files, and compressing them down into smaller file sizes, like MP4 or JPEG. We're also not talking about lens compression, which is when you shoot something with a long lens over a long distance, making the foreground and background look closer to each other than they are in real life. Film compression is due to the fact that clipping in the highlights, which is when the brightest parts of the image become too bright or overexposed, happens later in negative film than in digital. Now, to emulate the compressed tonal range of film, we can use tools like the enhancer. We use the enhancer in DaVinci Resolve, but the process should be quite similar in the enhancer for Premiere Pro, Final Cut, or even the iPhone app. So go to the color grading tab, drag and drop the Enhancer Pro film emulation onto an empty node, scroll down to film compression and click enable. Now the first slider is for impact, which is the degree of compression. The higher the number, the more the highlights are pushed towards the midtones. The second slider is white point, and it directly affects contrast. Without getting too technical, if you lower the number, the contrast increases, which means that you risk clipping or overexposing the highlight. If you increase this number, the image will look more flat and gray. Now the next slider is tonal range. By sliding this, you are defining the width of the tonal range that is affected by the film compression. If you put it to 0, no compression takes place. If you put it all the way to 100, all the tones are affected by the film compression, from the brightest highlights to the darkest shadows. My B camera just went off, but I'm gonna keep going because I'm almost done. Now the fourth slider is color density. Different films show colors differently as they are approaching the highlights, which you can control through this slider. Negative film tends to lose colors in the highlights. If you like this, then you slide this slider to the left. If you like more color in the highlights, like with positive film, then you slide this slider to the right. It's a really cool way of recreating a more analog image without introducing imperfections like halation or gate weave. Will you be trying it this weekend? Let me know in the comments.